rap more and just act like it's the wind that you can't see but you can't hear. Anyway, let's go ahead and just get over the Kabbalah. Hello?
Are you getting a period or are you on your period?
Excuse me?
Is it true?
Excuse me? We are on a live show. Don't ask personal questions. Can you go ahead with the Kabbalah, John Kitover? If you really listened to that big amp, right?
Yes, I did.
That fucking nigger babe. I'm sorry.
Girl.
I'm sorry to all the listeners. I have Tourette syndrome.
I've been into the synagogue. Oh, I'm so tired.
That sounds demonic. Are you okay? Did something possess you? Did you take something home with you?
Okay, let me give you something else. Let's see what I... Here, I found a place for you too. Here, PTR.
I don't see anything.
PTR again.
Sex museum. Even disgusting. What the fuck would they show over there? The Jewish propaganda they stole the Jews.
I deleted it.
Disgusting. Filthy German porn propaganda.
Germans? You mean Dutch?
I'm sorry. But it came from the German Jew.
Look how ugly the Amsterdam University is, PTR. Like, imagine going to the university in Amsterdam and the university is this ugly.
Hello, can you hear me?
No?
There seems to be a really old building. The church or something. But the building before the church is really ugly, yes.
I will send you later.
John Kitover, I have a little bit of a complaint.
Ik moet zo koken. Ik kom misschien zo terug.
Okay.
What was your complaint, Fatima?
My complaint is that when two people are speaking, you don't start playing music. Thank you.
Somebody at the bar yesterday was like, "Can I try on your hat?" I said, "No, I'm sorry, but I said, you know," and then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? You know, I was like, if that F word wanted to put my hat on, I bet you he wouldn't even have given it back to me, you know? So anyways, I said, well, I got a harmonica. You want to blow on that? Somebody said you're pretty good at that harmonica, but how are you at the cowbell? Hello? I said, how? Somebody said you're pretty good at the cowbell, but how are you on the Jew harp? Somebody said you're pretty good at that Jew harp, but how are you on the Zen bell?
Pretty good.
They said you're pretty good on those Zen bells. But how are you on the Chinese drum?
Anybody wants to stay tonight, be honest. We don't judge tonight. We never judge. We never will. We never did. Thank you so much, everybody, for attending tonight.
Thank you for that, Fatima. You're right. Too many people have too many judgments. That's part of the problem.
Don't tell Abby you're my best friend. Don't be
Are you two sisters? I thought you were both part of the same experiment from Chernobyl. Daniel, welcome back to the John Kitover Show. Daniel Nero yesterday said, I want to know everything about you, John Kitover. I want to do an interview with you and learn about your life. So, Daniel, go ahead and ask your questions. What is it about John Kitover that you find so appealing, so entertaining, and so delightful?
I like your bald head. Daniel is here tonight going to interview John Kitover and ask him some personal questions about his life. This is a special edition live show.
Dude, is your wig laced with fucking fentanyl or something? Is your wig laced with fentanyl or something?
What? Fentanyl is a fucking tranquilizer.
Okay, whatever. Meth? Did you have it to meth or something? Oh, he's good.
The main event. Introducing in the red corner, the champion of the world, John, the Beast.
Welcome back, everybody. We got Daniel Nero back on stage. Go ahead, Daniel.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's guest is the kind of man who makes resume paper nervous. He's a decorated military strategist, a policy architect, a best-selling author, a chess champion, a marathon runner, and according to at least 3 think tanks, technically qualifies as a national resource. Please welcome the one and the only John Kitover. Now, John, I've got to ask, when normal people wake up in the morning, they check their phones, maybe make coffee, maybe stare into the void for 20 minutes, imagine you wake up at 4 a.m., solve a geopolitical crisis before breakfast, then press a tank, and then casually rewrite economic policy while helicopters circle overhead. My first question for you, John Kitover. Have you ever masturbated with shampoo? Have you ever masturbated with shampoo?
I think that's probably a definite yes. And, I've even attempted it once, I remember, with chapstick. And, it was actually rather delightful with the chapstick as well. But I would say conditioner is probably where we've gone to the most because it's less, painful when it gets in the pee-pee hole.
Everybody. This is an 18 plus channel, maybe even 20 plus channel. Go ahead, everybody. This is going to be very spicy tonight.
With our co-host,
I close my eyes
please.
and I drift away.
I
John,
Abby.
it's been on all of our minds at one point or another. Are you circumcised?
Are you circumcised?
Are you circumcised?
Yes, apparently yes. He doesn't dare to say no.
Absolutely, I'm circumcised. And I want to thank Dr. Vinnie Boom Botts out of Mount Rushmore Hospital, who performed the circumspection and circumcision. Rabbanu Shalom. And thank you for preserving my foreskin. I actually have it framed, dated, and signed by himself, John Kitover, the creator of the foreskin. Thank you so much. No question is off topic. Every question can be entertained. So please, Daniel, proceed with the Q&A of John Kitover.
Spice-Man, do you know what calamaris are?
With ours,
I think so, yes. Why?
the Belgian
His foreskin turned into a calamari.
princess.
All right, we're getting
Fatima,
Yes, what do you want, Daniel Nero?
you are a very special co-host, and we appreciate you being here for the John Kitover interview. The John Kitover interview.
Thank you. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else at this moment.
John,
What's your zodiac sign?
snap your fingers and change anything about the world around you. What would it be and why?
Rabbanu Shalom, I just hope that one day we can at least get 100,000 people to join the John Kitover Book Club, because those 100,000 people will recruit 10 people each, and that'll get us to 1 million people. And those 1 million people will recruit 10 people and get us to 10 million people. And those 10 million people will recruit 10 people and take the John Kitover Book Club International to 100 million people. And then those 100 million book readers will take the John Kitover Book Club to 1 billion readers worldwide at the snap of a finger.
This is gonna be a big goal, but we're all seeing the best in John Kitover. We're seeing him doing it, right? He already feels like he has it. He's doing a manifestation. So he's living it already, right? So, but then, all right, he already got it. Yeah, go ahead, John Kitover. All right, Daniel, do you have some
John Kitover tonight on all new episode, the Kitover Experience.
all new episode?
Kitover Experience. With our special guest John Kitover, we have Joe Rogan up next. But let's bear with John. The question on the table, the burning question. Have you ever had a same-sex orgasm?
No, my virgin butthole and my virgin penis are opposite sex orgasms only. I've only had anal and vaginal and oral and ear and ankle and armpit and knee pit orgasm. and butt crack, but never, ever with the same sex, but with the opposite sex, with just about every part of the body, including the fat and fold of a stomach, of a gut. One time, I smushed a giant fat stomach together, and I slid my skinned flute through the slimy sweat of a giant, fat, black, liberal, elite, African American. Can you dig it?
I can dig it. Yes, I can definitely dig it. Everybody that's up for children, everybody who is listening and is underage, please leave this channel. Parents listening, go check your children. If they're not listening to this channel, this is very adult language stuff situations. Thank you so much. Go ahead, everybody. Daniel Nero as John Kitover.
John, we have a question from Raleigh, North Carolina, from Earl Jenkins. Earl Jenkins. John, what do you see as the most pressing issue for the hard-working folks of downtown Chicago?
Really, it's the property taxes and the crime. Because why pay all the property taxes if you're subjected to a homeless, recidivist, African-American, ankle-monitor, no-cash bail murderer? The slugfest, the punches in the faces. What am I paying all these property taxes for if when I leave my beautiful condo, I get robbed and assaulted and accosted and spit on or tortured or terrorized? Why do I pay all these property taxes when I go to the grocery store? We got a guy there who's stealing and robbing, and there's no police anywhere to fight the crime, the criminals, the bandits, the mobs. That's what the residents are facing. Security nightmare. End of world apocalypse society.
Everywhere. I agree with that. Totally right. That's why John Kitover could go for mayor 2027.
Woo, woo, woo! Welcome back to the John Kitover Saturday Show with our host, Daniel Nero, who's helping conduct this interview of John Kitover's inner workings. Please proceed to question number 3.
Mr. Kitover. So tonight we're talking about leadership, strategy, politics, military life, impossible decisions, and hopefully whether a man with an IQ of 190 has ever locked himself out of his car. Give it up once more for our special guest, John.
Give it up for our special guest, John Kitover, mayor.
John Kitover. So the question from downtown Chicago, and it's Nigger Joe. Nigger Joe asks John, what is your favorite topping for pizza?
Well, first off, I can't accept a question from anybody with the N-word as their title. It's disingenuous, and I rebuke it. But my favorite pizza topping is obviously just cheese, because I keep kosher. Rabbono Shalom.
That's a great choice, John Kitover, mayor 2026 of Chicago.
Okay, Daniel Nero, time for question number 4. Shoot!
Give me just 1 second here. We've got some technical issues. John, before we get into policy and military strategy, I have to say, sitting across from you feels like interviewing a politician. Less like interviewing a politician and more like discovering the Pentagon accidentally built a philosopher king in a laboratory. Your life reads like the kind of resume movie writers reject for being too unrealistic. So tell me, when did you first realize you weren't operating in the same setting as the rest of humanity?
Yeah, that's a deep question. John Kitover, did you think about that or did you think about it twice? Go ahead, John Kitover. All waiting for your beautiful answer. You're going to inspire us. I already know it. Yeah.
It's a great question because I was thinking about my origin story and where I truly come from. And I was manufactured by Uncle Samite. in the forests of Georgia, where we had to drink the blood of our enemies as we learned how to prepare to conquer an Islamic state. Multiple Islamic states, in fact. It required incredible concentration, ruthless discipline, and focus to prepare for the war against the Islamic State. And the charter and the laws and the constitution of Muhammad.